Attention buffalo chicken fans, we're about to take your beloved dish and turn it on its ear. Or put it in a bowl, to be more accurate. Because courtesy of Craig Mercier, 4180, for Viewer Recipe Month, we're not making buffalo chicken, we're making buffalo chicken soup. Never heard of it before. Never heard of it before. I'm looking forward to this. I'm certain it's going to be delicious. Actually, it brings up a point while I'm standing here. We've gotten hundreds and hundreds of viewer submitted recipes for Viewer Recipe Month. Some very original, some unique, some we've never heard before. Buffalo chicken soup, for example. Some we get multiples of. 10 people say the same thing. But here's the deal. If you submitted one and we didn't use yours, I'm sorry, that's the way it goes. The one we grab is the one that gets the knife if we make it. So this happens pretty quickly. We're cutting some vegetables and then we're just plowing everything into a little pot and away we go. 2 bunches of green onions, 3 stalks of celery. These we will cut, and when they're chopped up, they go into a pot and they start sauteing. Oh, and by the way, Craig says if you don't want to do the green onions, you could do 1 yellow onion. But I'm never gonna say no to green onions. Wow, that was close. Did you see that? My heart is racing. Oh, God. All of this is going in our little pot. It has melting butter in it. We try not to spill. As soon as I said that, this guy jumped, oh God. And these we saute for a couple minutes until they soften. I'm questioning the size of my pot, actually. I believe I've severely underestimated the size of the pot that I'm gonna need, so we're gonna do an in-cooking session swap over, like that. Little guy, big guy. But you want all this business in here.
You're getting a real behind-the-scenes look here.
All right, another minute and we carry on. At this point, we give it 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. We mix that in well and give it about a minute or so of cooking. It doesn't look like it's doing much, but it's getting rid of the raw flour taste, and you don't really want that. I'm sorry, you don't want that. Not that you don't really want that. You absolutely don't want that. Next in is 3/4 cup of chicken broth, followed by 3/4 cup of milk. Craig admits to using half and half if you want it a little thicker, if you want your waste a little thicker. No judging. All right, well, it's time to add the other ingredients, one of which is chicken that I need to cut. So let me try not to burn myself. I'll move that. I cooked a chicken breast for this. Craig, you got me doing work here, buddy. I need 2 cups. So let's cut 2 cups. And I'm gonna suggest that, you know, you're gonna make these pieces bite size. Think about how people are gonna eat your soup. Do I look like 2 cups?
Sure.
I'll do 1 more. Here. I'll clean this and bring the pot back. All right, and we add the following. 1/2 teaspoon of celery seed. It actually says celery salt. I don't keep celery salt. I keep celery seed, so it'll be good. Don't worry. About the same of garlic powder. Give this a little stir. Now we come back with 4 ounces of Velveeta cheese, and this will start to melt. And joining it will be some Frank's Red Hot. That was 1/4 cup, and Craig says 1/4 to 1/2. We're going 1/2 because we should. And also the soup was looking pretty thick, and a little more liquid is not gonna be a bad thing. I wanna get this smooth before I throw the chicken in, so give it a minute. It's an interesting color, isn't it? And you're gonna wanna stir because it'll probably burn if you don't. I think a cheese-laden soup is gonna have a tendency to burn, and you don't want that. Like just your basic, you know, milk-based kind of thing will probably be fine, but.
This soup is just so complex.
It's so complex. It's looking pretty good, actually. All right, let's throw our chicken in now. That will look like this. Trying to cheat this so both Max's and Chance's cameras have a chance. We give this just a couple minutes to heat the chicken through, and we're there. If you want it a little thinner, you can add more milk, a little more chicken broth. I think I might add some more milk. It was looking a little dip-like to me. I wanted the soup smooth before I threw the chicken in because you can't tell these little squares if it's the cheese or the chicken. So do the cheese first, get it smooth, then put the chicken in, and then you know everything's gonna be fine. And you won't end up getting a clump of cheese in a bite. Well, I'm calling this ready. I say we get a bowl and give it a shot. Oh, we should probably taste it for salt and stuff first, right? Yeah, 1 quick taste. Fuck, it's actually pretty good. Wow, it doesn't need any salt for me. Well, forget, cheese is inherently salty. And I did season the chicken well before I cooked it, so my bases are covered. All right, let's get a bowl and do her up. With Max's favorite glass bowl in front of me, we fill her up. He was right, it does look nice in here. One more, Max. And then we only give it a little more of what's already inside it, so you can't yell at me for that. And some fresh ground black pepper, like that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Craig Mercier's buffalo chicken soup. And look at it, like this. Not a fan of this bowl. It's got a high spot. I don't like the high spot. Get a piece of chicken. No, I want this bite. I want some green. That's what I want. That's the bite I want right there. That's perfect picture, Max. Love that? Well, let's not just look at it, let's eat it. Buffalo chicken soup. Smells like it. It's very good. For sure, half a cup of the Franks. Quarter cup just wouldn't have done it. It's nice, it's warm, it's comforting. San Diego's about to have a thunderstorm or something terrible. This is the perfect thing to eat before we all get washed away. Ow, it's hot. Shit. Craig Mercier, reach out to us, info@thecookingguy.com. One of those is yours. Make this. Hit the subscribe button. We'd love to have you on Team Cooking Guy. That was stupid.